My name's Michael. I'm from Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
Okay, Michael.
Who was your wrestling teacher, and how long did it take to get your professional license?
Well, I don't really know about a professional license. My wrestling story goes back quite a ways. The man who actually showed me around the ring was Dominic DeNucci, an old name if you're around here, right? And though I don't really resemble Dominic in any way in the ring, but he did teach me everything that I knew. I don't think he approves of a single thing I do in the ring, but it's all because of him. You understand? I mean, I took what he learned, what he taught me, and I modified it, hardened it up a little bit, and maybe bloodied it up a little bit. But Dominic was my teacher, and it took me about a year and a half before I knew exactly what I was going to do.
Okay, thanks for that question.
My name is Mitch. I'm from Yonkers, New York. Now that you're in WCW and getting your career going, any titles soon?
People have asked me about title shots. They said, what do you want the tag team belts with Abdullah? And I say, that's impossible. They won't fit us. You understand? The belts don't fit you. Don't you understand, you miserable puke? That title belts are not what this sport is about. Maybe Sting needs a belt around his waist to tell him what he's worth. Maybe the total package, Lex Luger, the #1 competitor in the sport today, maybe he needs a belt. But Cactus Jack doesn't. You see, some people, they judge their careers on money earned, titles won, and women wooed. Not me! Not me! Do you understand? I judge my career in different ways. I judge it in ways men, once very proud men, now handing out change at penny arcades because they can't do anything else. I judge it by the people who look in their mirror, their lips still quivering, their knees still shaking because of what I did to them. I judge it to people who have to look... Somebody... wait, what's your quote? Hold on. What did she say? I want to know what your quote...
Don't be shy, Jane.
You're sick.
Yeah, but I'm rich.
Okay, we got another question over here. Let's go to him, and then we'll go to you. Yes.
Mike, I'm from the Bronx. Who would you say is the worthless piece of garbage you ever stepped in the ring with?
Herb Abrams.
The most worthless piece of garbage that I ever stepped into the ring with. It seems that a lot of people out here want me to say Van Hammer, but it's not true. I don't know if any of you tuned into the same match I tuned into, the same match I took a part of, Falls Count Anywhere, one of the best matches of my career. How many of you worthless pieces of garbage think you could have stood out there toe-to-toe with me in 30-degree weather? How many of you, that's the reason you're standing there. That's the reason I would live my life like a champion and you live yours like a champion sportswear salesman. I think if you would put a pair of shorts on and step into the ring with me, then that question would be answered right away, you worthless piece of garbage.
Okay, we don't have the insurance to cover that.
For someone to stand here and say to anyone who has the guts to step into the ring, because a lot of people won't. The worthless pieces of garbage are the men who won't sign on the dotted line. It's not the people who go out there and give it a shot, and maybe they're stupid. And maybe they can go ahead and send the tights on back to K&H because they don't need them anymore.
That's what I did.
But as far as Cactus Jack is concerned, and being that I'm the co-host here, that's the only concern you need to answer. You, my friend, are carrying a book with my autograph in it, not Van Hammer.
Mm-hmm. I just told him. That's it. Anyone else?
It was nice to hear you talk about Dominic DeNucci. I was a little surprised at that. Somebody asked who trained you, and you came right out and explained your relationship with Dominic, and I thought that was a very cool moment in the whole broadcast.
Yeah, I was always very quick to give credit to Dominic. Even in character, I think, we always want to acknowledge the people that helped us out. Especially he was a guy who saw something in me when other people did not. And even during the training, at a certain point, he just said, he said, "You've been coming here for over a year. You sleep in your car when it snows." The biggest compliment he would give me is this: "You got a ball this big," and he said, "From now on, you don't pay anymore." And that was just completely his decision, because I wasn't the guy approaching him saying, "Hey, I've been here a while," and so he was giving up. He didn't charge us a lot, but we did get charged, and he was giving up surefire money because he felt like I'd earned the right to come there without paying.
That's amazing. You never hear about anything like that. Pro wrestlers have it tougher than any other professional athletes, Mick. I'm sure you'd agree with that. I mean, you sleep in your car, you drive 450 miles for a $25 payoff because you think it's a shot. And wrestlers, baseball players don't do that. Football players don't have to do it. Only professional wrestlers have to do that. And
I would argue that what minor leaguers go through, and I think we all have trials and tribulations, from minor leaguers to the the football players who by and large, obviously statistically are not going to make it, but nonetheless have knee injuries and back issues for the rest of your life. So I think a bunch of us have it tough, but I would agree that pro wrestling has its own difficult set of circumstances.
Mm-hmm. And you lived them.
Yeah, and I'm happy I did. I don't know if I could have made it if I was a guy. I never bemoaned the fact that Van Hammer got a shot, because he said, what am I supposed to do when they offer me the contract? Say, no, let me go back and pay my dues. You grab that brass ring when you have the chance. But I don't think, and you saw, this show is proof that I wasn't ready for prime time when I was first on. I probably wasn't ready for the big push that I thought at the time I deserved in WCW during my first run. So I'm lucky that I was trained the right way. DeNucci didn't let us even think about doing the wild stuff until he thought we had the basics down pat, and he was a great trainer and a great influence for me.